Hello and welcome to part 3 of episode 1. Here we'll be concluding where I left off on part 2, and this episode's going to run a little bit longer than I expected, but I hope you enjoy, and see you to come on episode 2 with possible some friends. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're watching.
With the amount of resources I have, I'm going to hit 5 again to pull up a small grid. I'm going to rotate this about 90 degrees and place it. And it falls down. I'm going to weld this up. So I need a construction component, large steel tube, and a motor. One each. So one construction component, one motor, and one large steel tube. And the moment I finish welding this up, it's going to lock to this platform. So if I bump it, it's not going to move. If it wasn't locked, I can bump it and it would move. And in space, that can become a real big headache, chasing down stuff that you bump in that doesn't have any form of thrust. So let's go ahead and not misplace blocks. I'm going to build a small platform. Yeah, that works. And I'm using the going 3 blocks wide because the cockpit that I'm going to use to fly this is 3 blocks wide for this grid size. So it's just something I've done since I've started. I like having symmetry. I'll just weld these up for now. I might take some of these out, add thrusters or other parts of the ship that I need. Apparently I missed a block. So I got that. Let's get on top real fast so I can get the center blocks. Alright, so now I have a platform to work with. So let's hit G. We'll use... we'll go with this cockpit. It's cheaper. Place that there. And this will basically allow me to fly the craft. So I need all those components. Construction components, motors, displays, computers, bulletproof glass. So I need that. We'll grab those. Do I have displays? Probably not enough, but we'll see. Motors, computers, I think that's all of them. I might have missed something. We're about to find out. I need one more display. Let's see here. To get one more display, what does a display take? Come into the production tab. I need silicon and iron. I have the iron, so I need to deconstruct something with silicon, where I can get 1.67, I think, grams is what they use for ingot value. I don't have any gravity generators. That doesn't have silicon. That doesn't have any silicon. Don't want to deconstruct the power cells. I can deconstruct. Yeah, I'm going to deconstruct 2 solar cells, just so I have a little bit of a stockpile in case of both silicon and nickel. Okay. Just need to move that to a different inventory so I don't get confused. Construction, assembling. I needed one more display. And that will allow me to finish the cockpit. Alright, the reason why I use this cockpit, it's a little bit easier for me to work with, and especially if I decided to go with a hydrogen system, I can place an oxygen generator on the back of this, which would perfectly line up with these conveyor or connection points. And with this one, I can attach like a small little conveyor network up front, attaching the drills that I'm gonna put up front. I might put them downwards, but I usually just keep them straight forward, so I'm just flying directly at what I'm mining. It's easier for me to comprehend and see what I'm doing. But I do need, actually, now that I think about it, I don't want this cockpit. I want the other cockpit. Because I'm not going to run an oxygen generator on this. I don't need to. So I'm going to use this one because of the different connection points for the conveyor network. I need to get on top of this, and a basic jump's not going to work. So I'm going to place that there. So I need metal grids, interior plates, and more bulletproof glass. Yeah, it costs a little bit more, but it's just, in the long run, it's going to work better for me. I missed the interior plates. I know that's way more interior plates than I needed, but I didn't bother looking at how many I actually needed. So now I got the fighter's cockpit, which I didn't need it, but it will work better for what I'm planning, because I'm gonna have a couple cargo containers back here, and the cargo containers just attached to that connection better than the two smaller ones. But I can still attach my drills to the front of this and be just fine. So let's go up here. You know, I'm gonna keep what I have on me. Wrong menu. I'm gonna search cargo. I'm gonna go with the medium cargo, just because of how the connections work with this one, and just it overall it works better for what I'm working for. It holds more than the small cargo container, because if I pulled up a small cargo container, let's go ahead and grab the small cargo container on the hotbar and the large cargo container. It's just the small, no, that's the medium, the small, itty bitty, and it doesn't hold nearly enough for what I'm doing. The medium, it works perfect for the size of the ship that I'm going for. And the large, though it has the right connection, it's massive, and I don't need anything this massive. And to get it to line up with the conveyor system, it's just a headache. I'd have to basically start from the ground zero, take away all this all the armor blocks that I placed down, and just too much of a headache right now. So we're gonna stick with the medium. We'll go with 2. And with these being in line with each other, and I'm missing a display, and another meteor storm. Wow. Oh, wow. Looks like I'm safe. Ish. That one's getting a little too close for comfort. And these are going to hit the mountainside. And it's the meteors that that encouraged me to build into the mountain for the bulk of the base when I get the chance. And that's kind of why I'm going for a miner. Hand mining is great and all. I can show you. We'll go ahead and I'll fly over to this mountainside real fast to just kind of show you, and almost die apparently. If I use left click, it will allow me to gather stone, but I have to manually pick it up, and with how the inventory works, yeah, it will fill me up real quick. And if I use right click, it will just do a voxel destruction, but I don't get any resources. But that's itty bitty. And with how big this is going to be, I need more than itty bitty. So that's why I'm building this ship. Let's fly back and hopefully not kill myself. Oh, and when you're not in a ship, C is crouch. Which I have a bad tendency of bumping when I'm trying to turn on my jetpack. I can throw this into the refinery and it will process into gravel, which I can use later. Let's see here. I need power storage, power production, gyroscopes, which will allow maneuverability, turning, rotating, an ore detector so I can see where and what I'm mining, and thrusters to keep this thing aloft and floating and moving, and drills to gather and collect and make big holes. So let's see here. Batteries, which is already preset to 9. If I go small grid, they're almost as big as the batteries, almost as big as the cargo containers. How do I want this? Do I want it sitting on top? Like so? Let's... Or do I want it on the side? Let's go with on top and we'll place it this way. And I want a second one right here. Yeah, I can jump. Just so I have all the extra power storage. And I need 40 power cells, and those things weigh a ton. Take up a lot of space. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hold enough power cells. Nope, I'm going to have to dump a few things. Let's see, do I have enough for the last 7? Yes, I do. Load this up with all its components, weld it. Last bit. Okay, so we got that. Alright, so I need power production, thrusters, drills. I'm not gonna need that gyroscope, so I'm gonna just kind of grind it down real fast and use the components from this to make the smaller ones, and I don't have enough space for the last 52 steel plates in that gyroscope. What I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I'm gonna take out this block, as I thought. G, I'm gonna search, nope, gyroscopes are right there. Put that there, one there. Weld this up to clear up some inventory space. Pick up the steel plate that fit the ground. Okay. To match, I'm gonna grind this one up as my computer lags. Okay. Make sure I didn't damage that block. Weld this back up. Apparently I'm missing one computer. Grab 10, because I know I'm gonna need them in time. Okay, so gyroscopes. I'm gonna go ahead and put a solar panel. You know what? I have an idea. And the solar panels are gonna wait for a moment. Let's pull up atmospheric thrusters with the plus sign so I can get both small and large. And just as I thought, those are gonna be one too big. So if I put one, I'm going to use the smalls because I just need basic control. There and there. I'm going to put one attached right there. Yeah. I'm going to need to be able to back out of where I'm mining, so I'm actually going to add... I might have enough resources. We'll see. I'm going to add another 2 right here for the extra thrust. Yeah. I'm going to need sideways thrust. It doesn't need to be very powerful, so if I just take those out. Can I take... Yeah, I can take this row out. So 5. You're not being placed that way. You're going to get placed this way. Put 2 in this direction. And come behind the landing gear. And 5. And turn you guys around. 2 for this direction. Yeah. Then I'm going to need 4 momentum, which I'm going to put a connector on the back of this. So, well, actually, 8. How big is this gonna? I'm thinking about putting my solar panels this way, on top of thrusters. So say I had, I think I'm gonna go with the large thrusters for vertical thrust. Just for all the extra power that I'm gonna need to carry the weight. The large thrusters produce, if I remember correctly, 3 times as much thrusting power as the small ones. And with me gathering materials, the ship's gonna get weighed down. So I need a lot of upward thrust to keep this thing off the ground as I return to base to unload. I'm gonna go with like this. I can't be standing in the block that I'm trying to place. I'm thinking about 8. Kind of doing this on both sides, 1 on both sides. Yeah, I'm liking that. I still yet to figure out what that sound is. I can do float back up here. If I really wanted, I could let's try and get, I can put a 3rd one right there. Let's not kill myself with gravity, or apparently fling myself around. And then this way I can still expand off the back as I need, but still have once the sun comes around, enough power production to charge these batteries so I can actually operate this ship off the batteries. I'm liking that idea. I need one more cargo container. Because I just thought about it. Batteries aren't going to have enough power output. I need interior plates to handle the power requirement to run all the thrusters. So I can put another battery up here. And then I'll put a connector on the back of this. So when I come back to base, I can just connect to another connector connected to this conveyor system and just unload everything, and then I can detach and fly off and go get more stuff as my materials that I just gathered gets processed. Yeah, we can do that. Now I just need all the components for all this. Hopefully I have enough. If not, then I might need to go hand mining, which can take a good long minute. Hopefully it won't take me that long. And hopefully I'll have all the components. So let's... construction components, motors, small steel tubes, and power cells. Let's grab a bunch of construction components. So I need a handful of you, a lot of you, and I think I needed one more computer. Motors, I believe, was the other one I was missing. Oh, power cells. Which I don't have the space for. Oh, I needed 2 more computers. And another display. So, drop you guys. I'm gonna need 1 more display. 20 of you and 2 more of you. So that's that. You're functional as a you. And I'm thinking I might put a reactor on these ports right here, just so I can get some extra power production as I need. And if I have them connected to the conveyor network, like that port right there, I can just, while sitting in the cockpit, move like uranium ingots from my inventory, being the fact that I'm in the cockpit, which is also connected to the conveyor system. I can just move them all the way to the reactor as long as there's power to the conveyor network. And I'm basically making just one long chain of conveyors, so everything is connected that needs a conveyor. So I got the 3 batteries, 3 cargos, connector. Now I need to do all you guys. Complete all you guys. Sorry for my use of words. That can bug me, but I'll deal with it. Yeah, I'll deal with it. Yeah. I'll work. So let's complete you guys before the sun comes up. So let's just grab a bunch of materials. And then drop a bunch of materials so I have space. Construction components, solar cells. I need a handful of you. do a small steel tubes, bulletproof glass. Computers and girders. Computers and girders. Yeah, the solar panels aren't gonna work while I'm digging, but hopefully I'll allow and give this a chance to charge the batteries while I'm not. Okay, that one's gonna completely miss. I'm missing 4 solar cells for that last one. Oh, I missed those. Oh, I didn't see those. I'm getting a lot of meteor showers, and it's kind of making me nervous. I might just try and finish up this drilling ship faster and just kind of move everything into the mountain so I'm at least somewhat better protected. This is kind of scaring me. I'm gonna finish grinding up this gyroscope so it's out of the way. Empty those. I know I need these. I need a lot of these. I need a lot of these. I'm trying to weld up all the thrusters now at this point. Large steel tubes, metal grids. I'm just gonna put as many components that I'm carrying on me in these things, which pretty much ate up all my motors just trying to fill that side. And due to the fact that my suit power is low, my tools will stop working once that's empty. I'm going to recharge my suit power. I'm hoping the sun will come up soon so I can start charging the batteries again. I think my uranium's going to be out. Where's the reactor is right there. Are you even on? Yeah, you're on. You're just not outputting anything because I'm not really using any power. Okay, so everything has got steel plates, so I don't need to carry those. I'm just going to carry as many motors as I can because those things are heavy. So you got all the motors, you got all your motors. You, and you have all your motors. Drop those off for now. Metal grids. I've been missing that guy all along. Dagnabbit. I still gotta do a group of thrusters in the back anyways, so hopefully I won't forget him. Construction components. I think it was large steel tubes was the other one. Yep. Normally I would be taking damage if I had the thruster damage on while standing right here, but I don't. I might turn it on later, but for now now I'm leaving it off. I really don't like playing with it. Personal preference. If you're following along, you can change that. Choice is yours, ultimately. For you, motors and steel plates. If I come back here, I'm gonna need my thrusters back on my hotbar. Small thrusters. Go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, leave that like that. 1, 2, 3. Just for forward momentum. I really don't need a ton of thrust forward, just enough to get me moving. Am I gonna be able to reach the top one? No. I'll have to use my jetpack to get up there. Come on. Cooperate with me. Alright. So that site's done. I need more motors. What am I stuck on? Way more motors than I need, but I got them. Okay, so I now have all the thrusters that I'm going to use. I'm going to put a block right here as soon as I had a steel plate. I'm gonna place a camera on that block, so when I'm docking, I'll be able to watch where I'm going. Buttons. I'm gonna need steel plates, construction components, and computers. Inertial dampeners, jetpack, block there. G camera. Okay, go here. So I need to rotate this way. So the camera signification indicates the top part. So when I go to view through this camera, it will basically look like this. Once I remove that, it'll basically look like this as I look through the camera. And I can put something else that I may need. No, I got gyroscopes. Is there something else I needed? I need an antenna and an ore detector. I really don't need the antenna, but it's nice to have the antenna. Hi, jetpack. So, actually, I'm going to go ahead and take this time. Inertial dampeners, what it's doing right now is keeping me afloat. I turn them off, gravity takes effect. And though I can use my jetpack, I'm now basically using my controls to fight gravity. It becomes a headache after a while, but if you're like traveling long distances in a single line and you're not fighting another force, turn off your initial dampeners, save your power. What was I doing again? Oh, ore detector and antenna. That's right. Ore detector. Antennae? Antenna? I need small ship stuff. Radio communication components. I'm gonna steal those from the beacon up here. I'm not gonna take the beacon completely out. I'm just gonna grind it up enough to where I can get to the radio communication components, which is the third thing on the list. So, and got 'em. So I have enough of the radio communication components to make the antenna for my driller. I only need 4 of you guys. I know I need some of you. Don't think I'm gonna need. I might need some of you actually. I think that's all I'm gonna need. We'll figure it out. So 6. Ore detector can go there. I missed the motor. 7. You can go there. I had all of you. So I just need the motor for that. Okay. Now I know the ore detector is working and the antenna is working because now I can see ice in my HUD. Basically what this combo is doing, the ore detector is detecting the ore, which it's detecting ice, as we can see there, and using the antenna to broadcast what it's finding and where. So now I got all that. Looks like the sun is starting to come up, so that will be useful once it comes up over the ridge. Just drop everything I got here. For now, I'm going to poke a hole underneath this cargo container because I'm not going to be able to turn on my inertial dampeners, so I'm not fighting gravity. Come on. Yeah, there's the cargo container. So, conveyor, tubes, and connector. So I'm going to use 8 for the conveyor. I need interior plates, construction components, small steel tubes, motors, interior plates. So I need a lot of interior plates. So I can get 5. What do I still have a lot of? That's going to give me a lot of iron. Let's. I'll deconstruct 10 large steel tubes. It's not going to be enough iron, but it should give me close to what I'm looking for. So, small steel tubes, motors, construction components. I thought it was done. Interior plates. I got 90. So we'll come down 1. I'm going to do the conveyor junction in case I wanted to do that. And we'll do another straight there. Another straight there. Yeah. 1 will stop flying. We'll do a connector right here at the end. This will allow me to basically dock up and unload what I've gathered. Small steel tubes, construction components and small steel tubes. I'm going to grind this one away so I can weld this guy up. So, need a lot of small steel tubes. So, production, disassemble, another 10. View, reassemble, no. I know it's not going to be enough iron, but it'll at least give me enough tubes for what I'm looking for. Evidently, I still ran out of small steel tubes. And I'm gonna need more. Which means I need more iron. Which means disassemble another 10 large steel tubes for the iron. And then reassemble more small steel tubes. That should be plenty. Can I make the jump? Yeah, I did. And of course I forgot to keep steel plates on me to finish that up, so I need steel plates and computers. Still not enough steel plates. That actually takes a lot more steel plates than I recall. No biggie. I at least got plenty of steel plates. Alright, so got all that. We got that. That's starting to charge now. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my flashlight, and I think I'm going to call it a day here. We got basically the framework of what's going to be our miner. Basic connection docking port for it. And we have a temporary base set up and an idea for what we'd like to do, and we've been attacked by meteors. Thankfully, none of us have actually hit us, even though one's gotten really close. So, hope you have a great day, and see you later.